Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. More than where we are, what is important is wherever we are, how we are. More than what we get in our life. More than that, with whatever we get in life, how do we interact with that? And this change in our attitude is called technically as prasada buddhi. Prasada buddhi means what? Like yesterday I gave an example. When we go to the temple and pray to the Lord and we get some prasad. So when we get prasad, we feel blessed. The prasada buddhi means whatever comes in our life, whatever happens in our life, we have to take it as the divine grace. When we take it as a divine grace, then our reaction will be different. But if we take it as a curse, oh, God has punished me, God has got better things to do than punishing us. Therefore, what is important is how do we take life as it comes to us. This is prasada buddhi. Therefore, prasade, by this attitude towards life, sarva dukkhanam hanihi upajayate. All our miseries become diluted. How? See, you must have seen it is plenty available on internet. When we look at someone who is richer than us, we will feel very low. But when we look at somebody who is poorer than us, we will feel blessed. Therefore, when it is said we should have humility, humility is not walking with the head up and thinking I am someone superior. But whatever we have is the divine grace, and that is what we deserve. Therefore, prasade sarva dukkhanam hani upajayate. We should never compare with anybody. What we are unique, no comparison. Then what will happen? Mind will remain prasanna chetaso. Mind will remain ever cheerful. Therefore, our happy mantra is what? Living at zero complaint level. No complaints about anything or anybody on any issue in life. Therefore, prasanna chetasahayashu buddhi pariavatisthate. Such a cheerful and happy person alone can think of God. A person who is all the time frustrated, he will go before the God and tell him his frustration. He will never think about God. Therefore, it is essential that how do we interact with the world, that determines the quality of a spiritual seeker. A spiritual seeker is never frustrated, never depressed, never dejected. See, you are listening to Bhagavad Gita. You have heard earlier also. you have lost your right to be miserable. No, you can't become miserable. If you become miserable, others will say, yes, yes, he studied Gita, na? Therefore he is miserable. You will become super miserable. See, in one Upanishad, a story comes. And Naradji is frustrated. Could you imagine? Naradji was frustrated. And when he was going, he came across Sanat Kumarji, the four brothers. And they asked him, Naradji, what happened to you? You are a devotee of the Lord. And how come you are moving with your head hanging down? This doesn't suit to a devotee. A devotee is always cheerful and happy. How come? What happened to you? Have you not studied? That was the question. He says, study? I have studied. He enumerates 64 branches of knowledge. I have studied all that. Then what is the problem? Problem is, earlier when I had not studied, that was the cause of my misery. Now I have studied everything. And now people say, you have studied everything, why you should be miserable? Therefore, I am not even allowed to become miserable. Therefore, I am super miserable. What should I do? Then he is told by the teacher, look here, unless you are abiding in your divine self, you can never be happy in life. Therefore, what is the technique of abiding in the self? What is the instrument with which we merge in the divine? Now, this principle, catch it perfectly. You don't have to do any struggle in life. See? Consciousness expresses as life. Life expresses as mind. Mind expresses as sense organs. Sense organs express as the world. It's a telescopic. The only way is we draw from the worldly object, come to the sense organs. Sense organs, no more slavery, come to the mind. No more under the influence of likes and dislikes, come to the I. And this dissolve this I in the life principle. This is the all spiritual practice. By whatever this happens is right. If this is not happening and whatever we are doing is waste. And therefore, this technique is called as the technique of yukti. Yukti means a knack. Friends, spiritual life is a knack. It is not a struggle. See? Like riding a bicycle is a knack. There are some people, they just can't ride. Now, why you can't ride? No, I tried my best, but somehow I can't make the balance. Now, how can you teach a balance to a person? You cannot teach a balance. You have to gain it. See? Therefore, it is a knack. Similarly, swimming is a knack. So, nasti buddhi ayuktasya. He who does not have this knack, he will never understand. Now, what is the reason of not having the knack? Be attentive. We don't have the knack because we are preoccupied with so many things in our life. We are not available to ourselves and therefore we suffer. See, friends, whole spiritual practice is a process of undoing and unbecoming. We don't have to become divine. We are divine. Only what we have mistaken, this wrong notion has to be removed. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Nacha yuktasya bhavana. Okay, if you are not able to understand, never mind. Do the bhavana. Friends, Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, his whole sadhana was bhavana pradhan. Bhavana means what? He is all the time intoxicated. The Lord is with me. Every moment he is with me. And therefore, when he will see something, he will get into samadhi. He used to like Rashagulla. The reason was, whenever he will see anything, hear anything, he will end up in samadhi. Just to protect himself from getting into the samadhi, he was holding on to something in this world. See the greatness. Our is the ulta chakra. Therefore, bhavana is important. Now, what is bhavana? We are all doing this bhavana. Our bhavana is, I am very good. People should say, I am very good. But we only do this bhavana. See, then our bhavana is, I am very intelligent, I am very nice, I am very sincere. This is nothing but bhavana. Now do the same bhavana. I am care of Bhagavan. Bhagavan takes care of me. So far he has taken care. He will take care hereafter also. See, friends, when we are thus reminded of divine grace at every moment, then we will be able to recognize that. I'll tell you one or two of my experiences. Once I was, how the divine grace, if we recognize, then we are happy. If we don't recognize, we take it, oh, it just happened, like a car, tali and I. No, it is not like that. One example I'll tell you. I was in Germany, Hamburg airport. I had to take my bags and put a trolley and take it. But the trolleys are locked. You have to put a coin. Now I had only notes, pound. I went from London, so pounds. Now pounds cannot go there. So no cash, no change. So I struggled. I said, leave it now. So I took my bag and started dragging it. So one person, unknown who he was, he came. He said, wait, wait. In Germany, he said, German language. And he took out the thing and then gave me. So I wanted to give him the pounds. He said, no, 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 it's okay, you take it. Who helped? Is it mother, father, government? Nobody helps us. If we are aware, He alone is helping us every moment in our life. If we remain in that awareness, we are not alone. We are taken care of. See, friends, like a child. Child is totally dependent and surrendered to the mother. So, nacha yuktasya bhavana. So, if we do not do the bhavana, then nacha bhavayata shanti. If we do not accept that we are taken care of by the Lord, we cannot be at peace. Therefore, this point I told you, highest spiritual practice is we are at peace with ourselves. Nothing and nobody should have the freedom to play with our peace of mind. That is the highest achievement of a human being. See, friends. Therefore, nacha bhavate shanti. And if we are not at peace, then ashantasya kuthas sukham. How can a disturbed person be happy? Can somebody say, I am extremely disturbed, but I am very happy? It's not possible. Contradiction in terms. Therefore, we have to recognize this. So why this does not happen? Indriyanam hi charatam yan manonu vidhiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayurnava vimambasi. The culprit is our faculties, our indriya, our sense organs, and organs of action. Yesterday I told you. Our sense organs pull us towards something. And then afterwards I regret. Most of the time it happens. When the food is good, today I had a very good lunch. So when the food is good, then dabav. And after that, oh, aaj jara jyada hi ho gaya. Every day the same story. Because no control, either eating or talking. Therefore, yesterday I told you, 2 in 1, tongue. If we mind our tongue, we have done a great favor to ourselves. See, there is no need in talking unnecessarily. Keep on talking, either about somebody or talking about ourselves. Nobody is interested in us. Everybody is worried about their own problems. Therefore, indriyanami charada yan manonu vidhiyate. When our mind is supporting whatever our sense organs are dictating, then tadasya harati prajnam. His wisdom is looted away. And such a person becomes a victim to his sense organs. See, friends, it is so important. For this, I'll tell you technique. I got millions of technique. I know nobody does, but I do it myself. Chant the Lord's name for 5-7 times. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. You chanted. You have got your experience. Now you chant and you listen your own chanting. Do it in your mind. Chant in your mind and also listen. Stop. Now you have this both experiences. When we only chant, it is only karma, action. It becomes mechanical after some time. You all must be doing japa. The japa becomes mechanical after some time. Ram janam janam shram janam shram. Ram janam janam shram janam janam shram janam janam shram. That is the reason why Bhagwan have smile on their face. Cartoon. Because anything you do repeatedly, you don't require your mind to be involved. And we have to work on the mind. But when you are chanting action and you are listening knowledge, when these two things 100% synchronize, then we are merging in a process of merging our mind in consciousness. There is a text, Tripura Rahasya. In that text, the teacher is wife and the disciple is husband. And she is a wise one, and she teaches her husband spiritual practice. So naturally, meditation. And like every one of us, he also misunderstands. So he was sitting in his bed, quiet, eyes closed. Meditation in progress, don't disturb. Why don't disturb? No need, we are already disturbed. So she comes and sits next to him and hugs him because she is his wife. And when she hugs him, he becomes angry. Why you are doing this thing? You only taught me meditation and you don't allow me to do this thing. So she laughs. She said, please tell me, what do you get when you close your eyes? That you will lose when you open your eyes. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. This is prajna. This is wisdom. This is realization. Tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavu ivamasi. Like the boat is buffeted by the winds in the ocean, in the same manner, our mind is buffeted by constantly getting lost in the worldly things. Therefore, let us not be slave of our sense organs. Therefore, tasmad yasya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashah indriyani indriyarthebhyah tasya prajna pratishtita. So whose wisdom is steady? Tasmad, therefore, yasya indriyani indriyarthebhyah sarvashah nigruhitani. Hey Mahabaho. Bhagavan addresses to Arjun, hey Mahabaho. Meaning, you can. See, every one of us in this hall is qualified. Everyone. Mahabaho, don't underestimate your own abilities. We can, we must, we should, we will. With that commitment, when we live our spiritual life, then it is possible. Otherwise, all the time you complain, I don't think I can do that. You can. Who will not do it? Everybody can do it. Therefore, hey Mahabaho. One of the problem with the teacher is, although he knows this fellow will not do it, yet he keeps on telling. Hey Mahabaho, you are capable. Don't underestimate yourself. Hey Mahabaho, yasya indriyani indriyarthebhya sarvashaha nigruhitani. He whose all faculties are withdrawn from the respective objects. See, we have got 5 sense organs. Ears are caught up in the words, sounds. Then the skin is caught up in the touches. Then the eyes are caught up in the forms and colors. And the tongue is caught up in the taste. And the nose is caught up in poking, smell. So, these are the 5 areas where our sense organs are caught up. Now here Bhagavan says, he whose sense organs are not lost in their respective field. Now see, be very attentive. Smell will not disturb us much. We can change it. Put some agarbatti or some spray. And the taste also, we need not eat anything, no taste problem. Touch also is not difficult, you can adjust. But 2 things, we have no control. Who will come in front of our eyes and what kind of sound will come in our eyes, ears? No control. You can control colors and forms by closing your eyes. Unless we are a hippopotamus, we cannot close our ears, isn't it? Hippos, they can close their ears. So, what is required? No sound should be heard by us. Therefore, one technique we told you. Don't talk to yourself, meaning don't create sounds. And listen to silence. Silence cannot be heard. Then don't get disturbed by any sound. So this we have brought from the 5 to 1. Only manage this sound business. So sit quiet. Do not talk to yourself. Let there be any sound, anything happening. No comment, no reaction. Be indifferent. See? How to do that? You know that. It's not you don't know. Like you are listening to satsanga. Are you listening? Huh? This is not heard. So, although you are listening, you are not hearing. Exactly the same way. Let the world have creating any noise. Who cares? Be indifferent. When we thus stop reacting, and this is our Maha Mantra. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. But that is our default settings. See? When we come here to the temple and do the namaskar and get lost in the divine. But then we start looking at it. Oh, such a beautiful thing, Don't get lost. We are here for the Lord. See? Therefore, dekho, no comments. Suno, no comments. So whatever you see, no comments. Whatever you hear, no comments. Be attentive. Mind will not be born. Mind is born when the sense organs perceive the objects and we start commenting on that. See, friends, it's so important. Consciousness plus thoughts is equal to mind. Mind minus thoughts is equal to consciousness. Man plus wife is equal to vichara. I was in London. We had a retreat, 2-3 days, and there was one elderly Britisher. He was coming, and he told, Mr. Swami, if I lie down and do meditation, I said, no problem. So he used to nicely come, put his bed and do meditation. How does it matter for me? Sleep. And then, lying down, he asked me, Mr. Swami, you people from India, you don't get married? I didn't answer. He said, after all, happiness is not everything in life. That day I had discovered the world is divided into two, those who are married and those who are happy. When we thus do not comment on anything, you are relaxed. The mind minus thoughts is equal to consciousness. Husband minus wife is equal to man. So what he has to do? Kill the wife? Take divorce? No. Don't take her seriously. Take her lightly, even if she is heavy. How to take heavy wife lightly? Don't comment on that. See, friends, life becomes very simple, my friends. Spirituality is not a punishment that we become spiritual, something abnormal, no. Tasya prajna pratishtita. Now, such a wise man, what is his vision? Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune. Pashyato mune, he who is awakened to his divine nature, he is awakened to the divinity which is pulsating in and through every experience. To that divinity, the ignorant people are sleeping. And these worldly things to which ignorant people are giving undue importance, to those worldly things, the wise man is indifferent. See, friends, remember this very important principle. There is nothing ever new happened in this world. This world has always been like this thing. Nothing new. There were good people, there were bad people, there were crimes. Every time the same thing, nothing new has happened. But what happens? We feel during our time the world is worse. Never there was such a world. Friends, why earlier the world was not bad? I don't think it was that bad. Later the world will not be bad. Not possible than this. Earlier you were there? No. Later you will be there? No. Now the world is bad because you are there. You change. The world is beautiful. Friends, in the same world, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, Neem Karoli Baba, not one, hundreds of the saints, they lived during the junction of 1890 to 1920. That was the junction of the 2 centuries. So many Mahatmas lived. And that was the most turmoil in the world. First World War, Second World War was in the making that time. See, friends. Therefore, let us not get disturbed by this world. Whatever we have to do, protect yourself, be attentive. Protect yourself from yourself. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Ripuratmana. We are our enemy if our mind is ruling us. We are our friend if the mind is under our control. Friends, you will see this thing. In old age, the biggest problem is we suffer because of ourselves. There is nobody to trouble us. And yet we are miserable. Why? Because the mind doesn't allow us to live at peace. Constantly frustration. I don't know, I should not have done it when I was young. What should I do now? Oh. If I am disturbed, for example, because of Mahendra I will go away. But if I am disturbed because of my own mind, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? Where will I go? We all suffer in life never because of others. We suffer exclusively because of ourselves. And what is that which makes us suffer? Our own uncontrolled mind. That makes us dance. Friends, you take any path in Bhagavad Gita. Take the path of karma, path of yoga, path of devotion, or path of knowledge. All of them are indicating only one principle. If you want to summarize in 2 words the whole Bhagavad Gita, the problem is that of mamata. And the solution is samata. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Unless we mind our mind, whatever you may do is all wastage. Therefore, karma is done so that there are no regrets of right omissions and wrong commissions. Therefore, karma is only for siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. We have to maintain the equanimity of the mind. Then you come to the Yoga Shastra. There also Bhagavan says, Atmopamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. Sukham va yadi va dukkam sa yogi paramo mataha. Samatva, equanimity of the mind, is the ultimate spiritual practice. Then we come to the path of devotion. See, samashatrau cha mitre cha tatha manapamanayo. In 12th chapter, the same thing. He is equanimous toward the friends and the enemies. And on the path of knowledge, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Jaiva Shwapakecha Panditaha Samadarshina. Ehaivatai Jitaha Sargaha Yesham Samme Stitam Mana. Those who are able to maintain the equanimity of their life, they have gone beyond the birth and death cycle. Therefore, friends, this is what the wise man is. He is going through everything, but he is not getting disturbed or influenced by anything. We cannot change anything. We have to change ourselves. If I am driving car and I go on complaining about the traffic, is it the right way? I have the driving license, so I should have the capacity to negotiate through the wrong kind of traffic. But normally what happens, particularly people from your country or other countries, when they come to India, they become frustrated. See? One of my friend, he was driving me on a highway, and when we were going, suddenly a group of buffaloes was crossing. And he became so angry, suddenly he has to stop. Swamiji, what is this? I said, buffaloes. Why they are here? You ask them. I am not a buffalo. Then I ask him, my dear, you have a driving license or they have a walking license. You have to be responsible, not others. A spiritual seeker never blames anybody for anything in this world. Therefore, yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani. The ignorant people, where they are taking these worldly events are so real, to that the wise man is totally indifferent. And in this manner, the equanimity of the mind is the ultimate. And to what extent? Bhagavan gives an example. Apuryamana machalam pratishtam Samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sa shanti mapnoti na kama kami. Saha shanti mapnoti. He attains peace. No kama kami. Not the one who wants to fulfill his desires. Friends, desires can never be fulfilled. I read one very beautiful story. Normally, what is the meaning of riches and prosperity? Prosperity means whatever I want, I get it. That is prosperity. So there was a king, and his son, naturally a royal child. So he was crying. And the king said, "What happened to the Rajkumar? Why he is crying?" So minister said, "Sir, don't worry, children cry. It's okay." No, 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 no. What he wants, give him. Bring him in the assembly. He is brought. That's useless child. Rajkumar, why are you crying? What you want? I want a buffalo. And again, don't cry. Get a buffalo. A buffalo comes in that August gathering. Surprising. Nobody like me here. Again, the child starts crying. Now what happened? Get grass for him, for the buffalo. See, simple things he is asking. Can't you give him that? Get the grass. Grass comes. Again, now what happened? Feed the grass. Give the grass to the buffalo. What is wrong in that? Do it. Simple things. He is a royal child. Again, when the grass is given, again, now what happened? Take out the milk. See how simple things he is asking. He is a royal child. Get. So they start giving milk. Again, now what happened? Put the milk back in the buffalo. Desires have no end. Friends, we have to draw a line thus far, not further. This line nobody can draw for us. See? You will see most of you have the walk-in wardrobes. So when they get inside, like the chakra view, this sari, people will think I am wearing only one sari. No, that means, and all the saris are pathetically hanging. Humko le lo, humko le lo. Hey friends, reduce too much of acquisition. Relax. Try one day in a room, there is nothing other than you. Four walls and you are there. An experience. Everything in the room has a personality. And it does create disturbances. But we are so much accustomed to accumulating things. Therefore, apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat. In the ocean, every moment, millions of gallons of waters are poured by the ocean, by the rivers, and yet he is at peace. Ocean never says too much of it, no. And then during the summer days, lot of water is evaporated and taken up in the sky. Even then, the ocean doesn't suffer. In short, be attentive. In short, infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. Only the finite you can add or subtract. See, friends, remaining in the finite, getting influenced by them is samsara. Remain in the infinite. How to remain in the infinite? Very simple technique. Sounds are finite. Sri Ram began, remain for some time, it ends. Sri Ram, Sri Krishna, Ganga Maya, Hanumanji, they are finite and many. See? Now, why they are many? Because between Sri Ram and Sri Krishna, there was a silence. Observe this. Again, I repeat it. Find out how many times I am chanting. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. How many times? 3 times. Why 3 times? Because in between two Sri Ram, there was a silence. So silence also we have heard, is it not? Otherwise, how can you say there are three? Suppose I say, Om. How many times? Only once. So, sounds are finite and silence is infinite. So, make silence as the object of your experience. So, neither we talk to ourselves nor we get disturbed by any sound. Get this point across. So, this is Nam, Shabda. World is name and form. Nama Rupatmak Jagat. Rupa, form are outside. Name of the form is inside. This is a mic. The mic doesn't know. It is just a form, a shape. But when I say, get me the mic, so the word mic is referring to this object. And what is the world? World is name and form. Therefore, be attentive. Therefore, world is not only outside. World is equally inside. And therefore, when we are undisturbed by any sound, we do not create any sound, we have conquered half the world. Now the forms that we have to conquer. How many fingers are here? 4. Why they are 4? Because in between there is no finger. Then what is in between? Space. Space is one, forms are many. Now make space as the object of your awareness. Another simple technique. When you are sitting in your room, wherever you are, doesn't matter, close everything. Not even a speck of light should come. Keep your eyes open. So, seeing is happening because there is nothing to see. Eyes cannot see darkness, is it not? Eyes require light to see. So, there is absolute darkness. Eyes are open. There is nothing to see. Therefore, a seer is not born, but seeing is happening. Like the space is undisturbed by the contents. Space supports both objects and the sounds. Apurjamanachalam pradishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve. Meaning what? Similarly, when he who is no more influenced by any desire. No more. Bhagavan says, Sa Shantim Apnoti. He attains fulfillment in life. Sa Shantim Apnoti. What is Ashanti? Ashanti is, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. That is Ashanti. Ashanti is choices. Ashanti is demand. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita only tells us, correct your wrong notions. Arjuna's wrong notion was he is somebody's disciple, somebody's grandson. Bhagavan Krishna did not tell him anything except this much. Correct your identity. And when he discovered that really on the battlefield I have to be only a warrior, not a grandson, not a disciple. The moment this wrong identity was corrected, he was a successful warrior. In the same manner, we are here only for remaining as an instrument through which Bhagwan Ram can manifest. See? You know the last verse that we listen in Ram Raksha, Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Bihata Nishajarchamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmeham Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhavatu Me. May my mind merge in Bhagwan Ram. Here. Rame Chittalaya. Let the mind dissolve. And who is Rama? Rama is the one supporting the whole universe without getting influenced by anything. Rame chittalaya sada bhavatu me. Me chitta sada Rame layam bhavatu. May my mind merge in Bhagwan Ram. He has not forsaken us. We have forsaken us because we are running after the worldly things and beings. We are indifferent to him. He is very much in our heart. We don't have to become divine, my friends. Only that divinity is covered by our wrong notions. And how many wrong notions we have got? I am man, I am woman, I am Indian, I am South African, I am rich, I am poor, I am educated, I am overeducated, I am rich, I am smart, I am not smart. Remove all that. Just be. In being, there are no efforts. When we become something or somebody, efforts are bound to be. See? Effortlessness is the expression of bliss. Patanjali Maharshi distinctly tells, but the yoga teachers and students, they don't respect him. Patanjali says, Sthira Sukham Asanam. Asanam is not posture. Sthira Sukham, steady bliss. That is asana. How can we be steadily blissful? He gives the technique in the next sutra. Prayatna Shaitilya. Minimum efforts. Wherever there are efforts, we are abnormal. Those who are hard of hearing, they have to put lot of efforts to listen. And because they put lot of efforts, they get tired. And because they get tired in the satsang, they sleep. Why waste time? Because prayatna, they have to put efforts. See, friends, prayatna shaitilya. Now, when can we free ourselves from efforts? Ananta samapatibhyam, when you are in tune with the divine will. Jo tari raha hai, so mari raha hai. O Lord, thy will be done, thy will be done, thy will be done. See, the more we become aware of these things, then we understand. Tadvat kama pravishanti sarve sashanti mapnoti. See? Now, what efforts the ocean has when he receives the waters or evaporates? No efforts. In the same manner, let us accept the life as it is given to us by the Lord, and whatever we are supposed to play our role in this grand drama of the world, play your role perfectly well and be happy. See? Sashanti mapnoti na kama kami. But our whole life, if we want to say or think about our life, what we have done till date, right from childhood till date, only one thing we have done to fulfill our desires. I want this, I want that. I want this, I want that. There is no end to it. See, there was one lady, she recently expired. She was in Delhi and she was, known to me for last 35 years or so. She was the principal of a school. She asked me, coming from a very nice, rich family, Swamiji, tell me something, what I should do as a spiritual practice. So I told her, I said, no, you are doing? Yes. How many dresses you have got? She being a Punjabi, they have only that pajama, kurta, whatever you call, not the sari, etc. I said, how many dresses you have got? She said, Swamiji, I have got 10 dresses. I said, very good. Keep them. When you buy a new dress, remove one dress. Maintain that balance of only 10 dresses and see what joy it is. She did it. And there was such a change. She says, Swamiji is such a simple thing. Nobody teaches us. They keep on accumulating. There's no end to it. Nakama kami. Therefore, wise man moves in this world. Vihaya kaman yes sarvan pumanscharati nispruha nirmamo nirahankaraha sashantim adhigacchati. So Yaha Puman, he is not only sitting inside the house. Why? Realization. I don't have to go out of the house, I will get disturbed. No. Vihaya Kaman, giving up all the desires of the world. Yaha Puman Charati. He keeps moving in this world. See, one day it happened. People were glorifying Gangaji. Ganga Maya, because of Gangaji, so many cities and towns are benefited and all that. And Gangaji thought, oh, because of me, all of them are benefited. Therefore, now I will stop flowing. And Gangaji became stagnant. Within 1 or 2 years, all the water started getting rotten. Charaiveti. Never be stagnant in life. See, friends. Therefore, Puman Charati. Keep moving in this world. But how? Nispraha. See? ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everyone. Loving with everyone. So yaha puman nispraha charati vihaya sarvan kaman. The movement is not what will I get? No. Then why we are moving in this world? Time pass. Keep moving. Stagnation is death. Movement is life. See? And how do we move? Nirmamo, discard the past. This is another important spiritual practice. Don't talk about your past and don't ask anybody's past. Like many old people ask her this question. Swamiji, where are you from? Where were you born? I said, yes, I was born, on Himalayas, and it was a cesarean delivery. And then, what is the need? Try these two things. Don't talk about your past and don't ask any about their past. Then what to talk about? Weather. No, these days the climate is changing so much. Talk about weather, no sin, no merit. Talk about government. Oh, government is very corrupt. No sin, no merit. Because they are illusions. Government is an illusion, is it not? Don't get lost in this world. Nirmamo nirahankaraha. And this is another important thing. The ahankara of possession can be corrected by giving up, a renunciation. But the ahankara of renunciation is terrible. Example will make it clear. One person asked me this question. I had some problem. Body is there, problem will be always there. So sometimes cough, sometimes back pain, sometimes injury, sometimes something. So he asked me, Swamiji, do you take allopathy medicines? I said, yes. You take? I don't take. In my whole life, I have not taken a single tablet. I said, you are lucky. No, I take Ayurveda. I don't take anything. I said, look here, I am not pathetic. Homeopathy, naturopathy, allopathy. I am interested in my health. By whatever your health can be corrected, do it and forget about it. But then that becomes our ego. I never take even a single tablet I haven't taken in my life. Oh, great. Friends, this ahankar, ego, the best example I can think is like the musca domestica. You know musca domestica? The house fly is called a musca domestica. House fly will go and sit anywhere. If it is a Bhagwan's prasad, it will go and sit. If a child has done some shit, it will go and sit there also. No discrimination. This ahankar is having, I got lot of money, but I am poor, I don't have anything. Both are equal ahankar. Because I have got lot of money is a conditioning of wealth. I don't have money is also the conditioning of the wealth. Nirahankaraha. So to avoid this ahankar developing, this is the technique. Don't talk about your past. Live in the utter present. And if somebody bothers you, go on bluffing. Like in some places, because of my habit of talking in Hindi, I say sometimes, हाँ हमारे पंजाब की बात है. If there is an audience in the that Punjabi audience, lecture after lecture, Swamiji, you are from Punjab? Yes. Where are you from? Immediately. Now, one bluff, you have to require another bluff. Where are you from, Amma? I am from Amritsar. Oh, I am from Jalandhar. Pani ke andar. Then in some places, see, in our Maharashtra, oh, Swamiji, you are Maratha? Yes. Where are you from? Again, same question. Where are you from, Amma? I am from Kolhapur. I am from Solapur. And once I was caught by one lady. She said, Swamiji, you are bluffing. Sometimes you say you are from Punjab. Sometimes you are from Maratha. What is the truth? I said, I am a Paratha. Baap Punjabi, maa Maratha, ho gaya Paratha. How does it matter? Don't get lost in this important details about anybody. See? Nirmamo nirhankara sa shanti madhigacchati. When you have nothing to talk, you are at peace with yourself. Now, Bhagavan says in the last verse of the second chapter, Esha Brahmi Sthiti. This is called as realization. See? You are not sitting in a posture, in Shambhavi Mudra. No. Normal. We eat, we talk, we walk, we go for a walk, we take medicine, we play with the children, we do the jhadu, we wash our clothes. Everything normal happening. Realization doesn't mean we become abnormal. No, 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 no. See, one yogi approached Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa and he was sitting with his devotees and talking nicely. So nobody gave attention to this yogi. So he was feeling, come on, they don't recognize me. So he did. So who has? Oh, you have come. Uh, sir, how did you come? I came from the other bank of the river. Oh, I walk on the Ganges waters. You walk on the Ganges water? Yes. Ahankar. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Oh, you can walk on the waters? Yes. How many years it has taken for you to learn this thing? 25 years of sadhana. Bhagavan said, pay 25 paisa, take a boat and come. Why waste 25 years to walk on the waters? See how important it is. It has nothing to do with spirituality. See, friends. Therefore, Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nayanam Prapi Vimiyati. It has to be learned, understood, experienced once in a lifetime. Truth cannot be repeated. There is no possibility of failure on this spiritual path. There is no failure. If we learn from our own mistakes. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nainam Prapi Vimiyati. Then such a wise man is no more deluded about who is he, what is the world, who is God, what is realization. All these doubts are completely erased and Sthitva Syam Antakalepi. Even if this happens at the last moment of your life, enough. See, friends, therefore, at the time of, Bhagavan says in 8th chapter, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram. Whatever is the last thought, that is a blueprint for the next life. If at the time of dropping the body, if there is zero thought, that experience will be like if a pot breaks. What must be the experience of the pot space? Will the pot space go out of the pot in another potty? We don't go anywhere. Sitvasyam antakalepi. End is that of the body, not of me. See, friends, try one when you go to sleep every day, try this. When you are lying on the bed, imagine you are a big empty bottle, glass bottle. You're lying down? Yes, glass bottle is lying down on the bed. And then imagine, for whatever reason, the bottle breaks. What will be happening to the space in the bottle? Will it go out of the bottle? No. Because the bottle is in the space. Space is not in the bottle. In the same manner, the body is in me. I am not in the body. In the dream, I acquire a dream body and throw it away. What happens to me? In the deep sleep, I have Karan Deha. I throw it away. What happens to me? In the waking, I accept the gross body. I discard it. What happened to me? This notion of death is wrong. Nobody dies. When a pot breaks, nothing happened to the space. When a pot is made, we can add water or milk from outside. But when a pot is made, do we add space? Pot is created in the space. In the same manner, we are in divine. एषा ब्राह्मी स्थिति पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्याम अंतकालेपि ब्रह्म निर्वाण मृच्छति. Final abidance and merger in the absolute is effortless. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.